Good afternoon, everyone. As we were talking about the pregnancy and the parturition, today we will talk about the maternal changes occur during the pregnancy. What are there are so many changes occur during the pregnancy into the various reproductive organs of the female body. So, what are the structural? First, we will talk about the structural changes. There are so many changes occur into the structure, like into the ovaries, into the uterus, fallopian tubes. So there are so many structures has been changed during the pregnancy into the female's body. So first we will talk about the ovaries. So as the follicular changes do not appear in the ovaries and the ovulation does not occur because the secretion of the follicle stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone from the anterior pituitary gland is inhibited. So into the ovary, first changes will be occur is that follicular changes does not occur into the ovaries because the follicle stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone, this both hormone which is secreted by the anterior pituitary gland. So this hormone secretion has been inhibited by the anterior pituitary gland, and because of that ovulation does not occur into the ovaries. Second thing is corpus luteum enlarge and the secrete a large quantity of the progesterone and little estrogen, now which are essential for maintaining the pregnancy. And second is corpus luteum, which will enlarge. So corpus luteum will be formed during the pregnancy stage. So this corpus luteum will become enlarged now, and it will secrete the large amount of the progesterone hormone, which is this hormone, which is progesterone hormone, which is the main hormone for the female reproductive system. So it will produce the progesterone into the large quantity and little amount of the estrogen. So these both hormones are essential for maintaining the pregnancy. Second thing, it continues for the 3 months and then corpus luteum degenerate. So this corpus luteum, as the placenta will form, this corpus luteum will be degenerate and continues for the first 3 months of the pregnancy. This corpus luteum will produce the progesterone hormone as well as the little amount of the estrogen hormone, and it will secrete the hormones. So the hormonal balance into the during the pregnancy stage, it will maintain by the corpus luteum for the first 3 months of the pregnancy. Second thing, by this time placenta develops fully and take over the function of the secreting estrogen and progesterone. So as I told you that as the placenta will form, the corpus luteum will be degenerate. So all the function which has been done by the corpus luteum, now this all function will be done by the placenta. So secretion of the hormones, estrogen and progesterone, which is done by the placenta now. Second thing, it continues throughout the period of the pregnancy and thus inhibiting the secretion of the FSH and LH. So throughout the phase of the pregnancy, this placenta will secrete the hormones and it will regulate the hormonal balance into the pregnant lady. Second thing, that it will also inhibiting the effect of the follicle stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone into the body of the female. Second changes occur into the pregnancy, it is into the uterus. So what are the changes occur into the uterus? So first, its size, its weight, its volume. So all these changes have been occur into the uterus during the pregnancy. First we will talk about the volume. So volume of the uterus, obviously it will be increased, but it is increasing gradually, it is increasing gradually due to the fetal growth. So as you all know that fetal growth has been done into the uterus, mother's uterus. So because of that, the volume of the uterus will be increased gradually. Second thing, from almost zero volume, the uterus reaches about 5 to 7 liters at the end of the pregnancy. So from the amount of the volume 0, it will reach up to the 5 to 7 liters of the volume at the end of the pregnancy. So it will increase 5 to 7 liters. Second thing, out of this 50% of the volume is due to the fetus and rest is due to the placenta, amniotic fluid, etc. So into the uterus volume, it will include the fetus, also the amniotic fluid and the placenta. So because of 3, the amount of the volume into the uterus, it will increase. Second thing is size. So as the baby is growing into the uterus of the female, so it will always increase into the size. So size of the uterus also increase due to the hyperplasia, means the number of cells which will increase during the number of cells into the myometrium, which is the myometrium is the layer of the uterus. So as it is increase into the number of the cells, the hyperplasia will be occur. And second is hypertrophy, increase in the size of the cells. So myometriums, the cells which are situated into the myometrium, so size of these cells are increased. So due to that, hypertrophy will be occur into the myometrium layer of the uterus. So because of that, size will be increased. Second, growth of the fetus. So as the fetus will start growing, so the size of the uterus will be increased. Third thing is shape of the uterus. So now the non-pregnant women's uterus is mainly pyriform shape. So now as the fetus start growing into the uterus, after the 12th week of the pregnancy, it becomes globular. So the shape of the uterus, it will become now globular, and once it becomes a globular, and it will start growing. So as the fetus will develop into the uterus, the shape of the uterus will be changes, and it will become the globular. And once it after the delivery, it will comes normal into the piriformis gradually. After the delivery, it will comes into its normal position, like into the piriform shape gradually. And to come into the normal position, it will take about 6 to 7 months to come into its normal position. Second is weight. So weight of the uterus will be increased gradually. It will increase about 30 to 50 gram, and the weight increase at the pregnancy will advance. At the end of the pregnancy, so it will increase about 1000 to 1200 gram, it will increase. What are the histological changes occurring to the uterus? So first, endometrium shows the formation of the dysudia. So the dysudia will form into the uterus. Second, which is the dysudia. This dysudia is the bed for the fertilized women during the initial stage of the pregnancy. So it will dysudia is the formation like a bed for the fertilization ovum or for the zygote. It is the structure like a bed for the zygote, and it will during the initial stage of the pregnancy. Later it will change. Later at the end of the 3 months, dysudia will be formed 3 layers. So first is known as the dysudia basilis, which is the maternal part. It will include the maternal part. Second is dysudia capsularis, which is surrounded by the fetal sac. So it is surrounded by the fetal and all the zygote. Third is dysudia parietalis. So this third stage, which is 9 raised of the uterine wall. So these all are the histological changes occur during the histological changes occur into the pregnancy into the uterus. Now after the 3rd month, the layer which is dysudia capsularis, and after the 3rd month of a pregnancy, the dysudia layer which is dysudia capsularis and the dysudia parietalis will fuse together, and it will form a new layer into the dysudia. Second is vagina. So what are the changes occur during the vagina? So vagina will increase in the size, and it also changes its color, and it will changes color into the violet, and it is due to the increased blood supply into the vagina. Now there is also a deposition of the glycogen into the epithelial cells. So into the vagina there may be a deposition of the glycogen cells into the epithelial cells. So because of that, they into the vagina there may be a chances to increase into the size as well as into the color. So color will be changed from the red to the violet color. Four changes occur into the structure, like cervix. So in cervix, number of glands as well as the blood supply and the